update going on here for you guys. I have everything ran in my floor right now. I have my 12 volt ignition for my fuse block, and I was actually running everything, not running the car, but running to see what my data and everything is on my old MT2500. Now, every way I've tried to hook up the the oil pressure through the factory or through the reworked harness, it's not going to happen. So I have to order an oil gauge and everything. And in fact, I don't even have a coolant temp sensor that I think, let me check over here. I don't think I do, but yeah, I have a coolant sensor. So that'll work. And over there is my gas hand, so I don't have volts. So I need to order volts and oil. And then I need to find something else to order too that I can run with it and have like a 3 gauge pod hooked up like old school cars, you know. But I'm hoping to find them digital or even like a little monitor. I've seen them on there. But thanks to Kyle Hampshire at B&K, I was just talking to him. He was helping me out. I actually had power on the case and I didn't know why. And then he was telling me that I needed to have a power from my engine to my frame and to my battery. Hooked that up. Even my interior lights are on now. Oh God, I'm giddy like a schoolgirl. I love it. But I'm getting that much closer. So I can read code. It actually has a code for evap. Let me see what code it was. P.O 452. I don't even think I need that, so I'll figure that out later. But I'm gonna unhook that, get it off of here. I'm gonna go inside and I'm going to order me a oil pressure gauge and some other stuff to where I can get that crap here and boogie woogie on that. So soon, very soon, we can hear my baby come to life. Now, those of you guys who's been I guess I need to unhook this ground real quick. Yeah, just let that hang. Those of you guys who've been watching this channel for a long time know that this thing has been a long time coming. What is that? Is that white mold? Man, I think it is. Yeah, that's it. Breathe it. Stupid. I think it's actually Bondo dust, but yes, we're getting close. So, a little update. I am gapping my plugs for my car right now. These are the TR5 NGKs. I have an oil pressure gauge on my car, but I'm not really liking what it's showing right now. It's at 20 PSI with no plugs in it, cranking full. I don't know if that's because it just ain't been started, and every time I crank it, it does go up a little bit more. Basically, everything I've been reading says that don't worry if it shows low, because when it fires, it could be high. So I don't know. We're gonna find out. I'm hoping to get it to pop off here in a minute after I gap these. You can see these are the platinums. I hate the new tips everybody puts on their plugs. So I'm gonna gap all these and put them in, and then we'll check oil pressure again, cranking it. Now that it'll have pressure on the cylinders, maybe that'll up the oil pressure. So I'm gonna get this done. Okay, so I have the new plugs in, the new thick wires are in. I have some heat boots on the way. They should be here Monday. I am seriously thinking about buying and making my own set because these are really long. So the last thing I have to do is I have to check the computer and make sure it's still grounded and ready to go. And I still have VATs on here, you know, vehicle anti-theft, and it's still in regular, not in speed density, so it's gonna know that I have no mass airflow, but it still should pop off. Now, if that computer's still hooked up, the ground anyway, because the ground I had to hook up, but I should be able to spray some carb cleaner in there and it should pop. And then I'm gonna have a heart attack and get some vats removed as soon as possible.
Oh God, that makes me chill.
Yeah, it ain't gonna do no more.
Yeah, straight.
That's all it's gonna do. It won't do no more. Well, I'm on this beautiful day of rainy, crappy weather going to get my computer flashed for the Caprice, man. LS swap time is about to hit an all new high. I am currently driving, that's why I'm not really looking at you. But I've got the computer with me, 0411. So let's go get it tuned. So my computer is tuned now. It's the 0411. Ba, ba, ba. That means this weekend it's fire time for real. Yeah, I got it to pop off last weekend. You will see that later in the video, or earlier in the video, but now we can actually run it. But I am at work now. There's Hemi D in the background if you can see it, but now I'm... So, last night, besides getting my new fancy schmancy heater put in my garage, my fuel lines are hooked up here, ran down behind the trans, and ran toward the back. I still need to get some kind of frame mount clips to hold them. You know, they have them round ones, like right there, for the brake line. I don't really like them. I don't even like them for the brake lines, really. They don't really hold very well. But, besides that, I also have painted my tank straps. So, those are good to go. I have to find the rest of my mounting hardware for the fuel line itself. I have this one. It's hanging over there, painted, but I gotta find this one. Then after I get them bolted on, which shouldn't take but 5 seconds, I need to hook up my fuel lines to the back where it goes to the filter and return. And then from that point, I need to put my tank in, hook up the single wire that is going to remove all of the crappy relay. Where is it? Anyway, there's a relay. I still have the giant relay for the fuel pump, which I will not need because it is computer controlled. But it's in this mess somewhere. Should be anyway. I don't see why it would be in the side still. Right there it is. So I gotta get rid of that. Then after I get that fixed and it runs, I need to get an R4 bracket to run the 91 Caprice style R4 pump. Yes, you see how fancy? Look at that. Brass trim, fake log. We're fancy schmancy here. But other than that, not too much left to get going. I'm going to try to get all this done today and start it. Start it to the point where it idles. Then we'll be really far ahead. Because it already pops. Now I just want it to idle. Take life one day at a time, people. That's how you build things. Especially at your own home. Join us again.